Good morning, guys. It is a nasty day, kind of. It's a little foggy, misting, raining, whatever. Supposed to rain a little bit more today. So we're going to start off first. I got Bernie in the boat. We're going to do a little crappie fishing. Hopefully get us a quick limit of some crappie. We're going to be throwing the traditional monkey milk with the pink jig head. See if that's still doing good. We'll see. How that goes. Water temp I think is around 60 something. My graph is still booting up, or water temperature is rising since the boat was on the lift. But hopefully we can knock out a limit pretty quick on some crappie. Hopefully like main lake docks or suspended around some other docks. Too soon to find them really open water. But we'll start with that, and then depending on the weather, as long as it's not raining too much, Bernie's not too cold, and I'm not too cold, I think we'll do a little bit of bass fishing. We'll see what the weather does, if it gets windy at all for me, or if it stays calm. Right now, at least in here, it's very calm, so that could hurt us a little bit, but we'll kind of wing it. And this is also my last trip with my current motor, so I'm gonna repower this boat. I was back and forth, didn't know what to do, was in and out, and then ended up actually getting a hold of Everland in Herman, and they were going to give me, well, I think it's a fair price for this motor and then the new motor. So everything's going to work out there, I believe. But this will be my last trip with this one, so it'll be a little bit bittersweet to see this one go. It's been treating me well, but I'll be excited to get the new motor on here, and we'll be set for a long time then. So let's go catch some fish. Get Bernie happy. He's wound up. He's ready to catch some fish. Hopefully they're not too tight-lipped this morning. Pretty big weather change. Yeah, well, I guess Friday night. Saturday it rained mostly. There's one. Oh, I had him. Dang it, he hit that one on the fall. I was way too late though. Ooh, we had one, buddy. Definitely had one. Just didn't eat it real well. All right, I think we got them pinpointed. Burn about where they are. Seems like we got to be pretty precise, though. Ooh, one had it. Just didn't have it real good though. Just chasing it. Look at that. I can see him coming all the way back to it. Just chasing it. Slow, slow, slow. Might be a little tough to catch. That or... Ah! There he was. Hate to have to change my color, but might have to. Let's see if we can shoot some of this. Ready? Okay, here we go. Let's see if we can get anything here. Burns on edge. Nothing there. Bernie, don't eat that. If you were a crappie, I would catch you very easily. Ah, had him. That's good, at least. There he is. Bad part is, he's little. Well, it's probably 9 something. But I really don't like keeping them unless they're 10. We'll see. He's out of a brush pile though. Boy, he bit soft too. I mean, so soft. What do you think, Bern, huh? Think he'll be 10? Geez, my eyes are off. He's 11 inches. What do you think, Bern, huh? Wanna keep him? We'll keep him today. Alright, well, we got one there, but if that's how it's gonna be, this is gonna be a slow limit. Painful. I don't like painful crappie fishing. I like bang, bang, bang. Knocking them out in 20 minutes. So, let's see. But run a few brush piles, and just kind of see if they're more active in there or what. Because the ones under the dock were just chilling. Man, they just don't seem. Let's change something up, Bernie, because I'm thinking that they're just not active fish. They're just not going to eat anything, but gotta at least try. Let's change it up, which is not like me for crappie. Normally, don't give them too many chances, but we're gonna give her a whirl here. I'm gonna go with a whitehead, and now the question is, do we change our profile, or do we just try color first? I think these are quite a bit smaller profile, which is where we're gonna start. That rigged on there a little bit funny just because the hook's a little bigger than what it needs to be, honestly, for that smaller bait. And you get some heads with some smaller hooks, but you can see the size profile difference here. It's similar but different, so we'll see if that does any better, that smaller profile. If it does, that will key me in. If it doesn't, then I think that's going to mostly tell me that fish are just not in an active mood. Okay, Burn, let's see. That's a money cast right there, buddy. There's one. The profile did work. That's a nice one, too. Get him in the boat, bud. Take him, too. So, that tells me they could want that little profile. Could be the difference today. So I know it doesn't seem like much, but literally that's all it takes sometimes, especially if they're kind of finicky. When they're biting good, it doesn't matter hardly. They'll eat just a hook, I think. But when they're a little closed mouth, that little change can help. We're gonna go back to a bigger profile, but on the white head, since it's a little windy. The other one is small, hard to cast. Decent around docks, but hard for this open water. I need the distance, so see if they'll bite this. We will hope for the best. There he is. Let's see how big they are over here, if they're a decent size or if they're small. That's a black crappie. It's a decent one, Bernie. Look at how he's hooked, though. Right in the edge of the mouth. He's about 10, probably. I'll get a quick measurement, actually, for reference again. I was so far off earlier. Shoot, he ain't that far from 11. About 10 and a half. What do you think, Bern? You want to give him a kiss? Well, only 12 more to go, Bernie. We're slaying it. Just kidding. We're working for it, but makes you appreciate it when they really bite well, so. There's one. Blue ice and pink. So a little hodgepodge here today. Now this one was, oh boy, he ain't that big. He's probably 9.5 or so. Let's see. Puts us at 4. Definitely the smallest of the bunch there. So the brush fish are just a little finicky. gonna go to a condo dock. See if we have any better luck there. Oh shoot. Missed a burn. Cable here. Oh yeah. Got one to commit. Decent one too. Oh, it's a healthy one. Hopefully he stays hooked up in the boat, Bernie. It's a nice one. Let's see if we can get a couple more of these. Man, the fish feels so good. It gives me, rejuvenates my hands. Just need to stick my hands in the water for a while, I guess. It'll warm them right up, really. What is that? 7, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. That makes 6. It's been pretty slow, but we'll see if we can get a couple more with that, Bernie. So I don't know how the heck we ended up where we are, but on top of a friggin' pile. Fern, what a nasty, nasty day, buddy. All right, well, that was miserable. the last like 45 minutes or so, and then the rain really picked up on the way back here. So I'm gonna call that the day. Just a couple hours there. You know, you see what it was. Crappie fishing was finicky, is the word I'm gonna use. Plenty of fish around, but they were really following the bait. I saw a lot of them on live scope. I saw really a lot of them come up. The water's so clear, you can see them come up pretty far to the surface, following your bait, just trailing it. Mix up profile size a little bit. The only thing I did not try, which I'm kind of lazy when it comes to crappie fishing a little bit, but is changing up the tail. I just pretty much had like a straight tail, you know, with no action, which works really, really good when the water gets a little bit cooler. So the only thing maybe, you know, I would suggest trying is like a paddle tail or a curly tail, something, because the water's still in the mid 60s, mid to upper 60s. So it's plenty warm for that to still have that action. That might entice you a few more bites, but nonetheless, the bites I did get, they were decent fish, but they weren't hitting it real hard, just real soft. You could tell it just wasn't a real committed style of bite today. They weren't real excited about much. And the other thing, it seems like just hopping around would be your best bet to catch a limit. I think I ended up with 6 keepers in there, I believe. So, you know, it's not like you couldn't catch a limit if you wanted to, but you are going to have to work for it a little bit, at least here on the lower end. So it seemed like brush, too, was a little bit better than docks. Fished around quite a few docks, and again, a lot of fish, but just they were so far under there, or you get all the way under to them, and just didn't care. So it seemed like the fish around the brush piles were at least more active, more apt to chase your bait at least, and show a little bit of signs of wanting to eat. So, you know, if you're gonna go out and try and catch a limit, I would definitely probably just focus on brush, secondary points and stuff. About halfway, 3/4 of the way back is where I was. I didn't go all the way to the back because the rain scared me off. But kind of checking that area, you know, as water gets cooler, bait and stuff will be pushing back in there more too. So that's kind of what I would focus on right now. But I'm gonna clean these fish up and call it a day, and we'll be out soon. I guess as soon as I can, as soon as I get my motor on the boat, we'll be out breaking it in and be back to fishing. We'll do the bass with the crappie and go from there. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll have some more videos out for you soon.